pretty. She's pretty, Ash. She's pretty.
Folks, there's nothing I respect less than a collector. In my book, there's only a few things you're allowed to collect that are valid, okay? You can collect coins, you can collect Pokemon cards, or you can collect locks of hair from people you have a crush on. I don't know how that last one got in here. Basically though, if your collection requires work and actual effort to put together, then I respect it. But if your hobby is going to the store and buying whatever trendy plastic bullshit TikTok is pushing now, then I can't respect it. And if you're as old and jaded as me, you'll remember the Beanie Babies, the Bratz dolls, whatever these horrific nightmare fuel thing we called Furbies were. These trends happen, but you know what? At least those were for kids. I'm willing to allow you to be into dumb, trendy stuff if you've not yet discovered object permanence. But we've got full-grown adults out here doing this stuff. People with 401ks, mortgages, at Target, ready to kill another human being for a water bottle. Yeah, we've all seen the Stanley Cup craze live, but I regret to inform you, there's some new bullshit taking the world by storm. And truly, it is a terrible day to have eyes, because what the f am I looking at? Yes, these plastic devil spawn are called Labubus, and they somehow crawled out of hell and into the bedrooms and onto the purses of many a TikToker. Celebrities like Rihanna and Dua Lipa have been spotted wearing them out. People mostly use them as bag charms, and they're sold by Pop Mart, a Chinese collectibles retailer, and the public is lining up to buy them. And there's also a song that goes along with it, which I'm pretty sure is what they used to torture POWs during the Vietnam War.
Labubu, labu labu, labubu,
And obviously, like all bull collectibles, this whole Labubu trend really runs on artificial scarcity. Not only are these things constantly selling out, leaving people up at 2 in the morning to wait in line to try and get one, but also they're sold in mystery boxes, so you don't even know which one you're getting. Like if you want the satanic red-eyed Labubu, you're gonna have to be opening up box after box to try and get one. But don't worry, while one Labubu runs for $30, a pack of 6 will only be $180, guaranteeing you get every color in that collection. And so of course most people just buy the pack of 6. Now for more on the experience of buying Labubus, let's go to dupe Kylie Jenner.
Here. I'm so excited. Oh, I got Tommy. I don't like you.
Alright, pause this for a second. Can we cancel her for being racist towards blue Labubus? I think we can. Again, this lady appears unaware that when you buy a box of 6, you get every single color. So she's just doing these forced TikTok reactions. And honestly, the sound of her screeching is making the Labubu soundtrack not seem so bad anymore. And like any community based solely around consumption, the hardcore Labubu fans appear to be absolute psychopaths. Like when one creator, Michaela, got this rare brown Labubu, the Labubu faithful flooded her comment section to tell her that she was not adequately reverential towards her 1 of 72 rare Labubu. You not knowing who he is sent a rage through my body I can't explain. Okay, first of all, referring to a 6-inch piece of plastic as a he is crazy. You are in a parasocial relationship with a toy. How could you not know who he is? Everybody knows the brown chestnut is 1 of 72. Get a grip. Some of y'all may have watched Toy Story as a kid and thought it was a documentary, but I regret to inform you that your plastic bag charm does not have feelings. POV, people getting Labubus. People who want them. I've already bought 100 and still don't have the secret one. People who just bought it just cuz. Wow, I got the secret one. This is actually incredible. I mean, I've seen people gatekeep musicians. I've seen people say that you're not a real gamer, you're a casual gamer. But I've never seen someone get called a casual when it comes to a toy. It's bordering on mental illness. If you're on your phone seething because somebody else got a brown Labubu, please seek help.
I mean, the way I see it is I could be spending 210 Great British pounds on a lot worse, Jordan. But instead I choose to spend it on little monster doll things. This is so freaking exciting.
Okay, actually I take it back. Maybe the hardcore Labubuers do have a point. Because this lady clearly does not give a shit about these toys. I mean, she couldn't even pretend to be excited. Clearly just hopping on a trend, which is the main problem with all of this. Listen, I'm not a total asshole. I'm a normal asshole, okay? I'm not saying that adults shouldn't buy toys. It's not the toy that's the problem. It's that it's a trendy toy that you've been influenced to buy 30 of. Nobody actually wants these disgusting, overpriced gremlins on their Birkin bags. But because everyone else is doing it, now you have to do it too. And it's giving NPC behavior, I'm not gonna lie. It's giving GTA 6 pedestrian. Like, this whole thing more or less started as an extension of the bag charm trend, which began as a way for people to personalize their handbags, show off keychains, friendship bracelets, things they just naturally accrued over the course of their lives. But it quickly devolved into people turning their purses into a nightmare of $1 crap they bought off of Temu and AliExpress. Which, congratulations, you've once again managed to commodify even the most innocuous of trends. And these Labubus are an extension of the bag charm thing, but just more ridiculous in every conceivable way. Forget the artificial scarcity and the incentivization of hyperconsumption with the mystery box model. Just on aesthetic alone, this looks ridiculous. What is this? This is the most terminally online thing I've ever seen in my life. What does being 30 and not having kids have to do with this? If you don't want to have kids, that's cool, but can you do me a favor and not infect the ocean with microplastics for everybody else's kids? Literally, all I can think while watching these TikToks is landfill microplastics, landfill microplastics, landfill microplastics. Again, if you're actually into how this looks for some reason, then go off, go get one, get two, you know, do your thing. But we all know that the people who are doing this are doing it just because it's trendy.
Genuine question for those of you who bought Labubus. Did you buy them because they're actually cute, or did you buy them because of the clout? Because I'm the latter one. I bought it because of the clout. I think they look like monsters.
Like, what clout? What clout? Clout from who? Again, TikTok is not a real place. Anybody in real life who sees you walking around with a platoon of Temu gremlins hung off of your Walmart Birkin is not gonna go, oh yeah, that girl's got motion. They're gonna take one glance at your creepy voodoo dolls, go, and then keep walking, avoiding eye contact in case you try and bite them. The internet points that you get for blowing your money on a toy you didn't even want is not transferable to real life. And look, I respect her for admitting that she was influenced, as opposed to the legion of other TikTokers staring into the camera and lying to you that they totally don't regret their purchase. And also completely unrelated, but I just hate the word also, Labubu. Labubu. It sounds like the last thing you hear before your soul gets harvested. Labubu.
Labubu, labubu, labubu.
Yes, wrapping your plastic in more plastic. I just know marine life hates to see these people coming. If I were you, Nemo, I'd take the short way home, buddy, because it's not looking good for you. And fear not, if you're like me and don't regularly carry a bag, you can always go the home decor option and get a giant Labubu.
You all said to get the white one. I had to do it. He's here!
And look, I'm sorry guys, but if I walk up into your home and your TV is flanked by an army of variously sized demon elves, I'm getting the f up out of there. How do you even watch Love Island on that TV with the void staring back at you? I mean, it's a conversation starter, don't get me wrong, but the conversation is, have you stopped taking your medication? I mean, you might as well go the full mile and set up a Labubu shrine. Force everyone who comes over for a dinner party to make a blood offering before the charcuterie is served. This is a Fox News segment waiting to happen. I mean, Gen Z complains about cost of living, buys $400 evil doll, writes itself. That would go hard with the boomers. And yeah, of course there's a resale market for these now. People are desperate. I mean, if you'd pay $180 for 6, why wouldn't you pay $330? And obviously for a toy this expensive, for what is certainly just a few dollars worth of plastic, of course the fakes have been coming hard. And I'm not defending that, but honestly, besides people buying Labubus or people buying fake Labubu, I don't know which one is worse. I mean, take your pick.
Talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
Mira, gringa, puta, te he dicho 1000 veces que yo no hablo inglés, puñet.
And the lines to get these guys, I mean, where was this energy in November of 2024? People pushing, shoving, running, just for the chance to get one of these things. People lined up for a mile, people lined up in the middle of the night.
Just outside the Pop Mart store on Michigan Avenue, this is what was happening this morning. They were all trying to get their hands on the latest edition of Labubu.
No, what?
Yeah, you heard me.
People are also going into stores and just ripping the boxes open in the stores, possibly to see what color they are or just to kidnap the Labubu altogether. I don't know, what's the plural? Labubuses? Lababuses? I don't know. What's the plural of Labubu? Labubis. And here's my thing, listen, if you're willing to run, push, shove, and steal for a Labubu, would you be willing to kill for one? Because here's my 2 birds with 1 stone proposal. It's the Hunger Games But for Labubu fanatics, we drop these people onto a field, only the strongest survive. The victors rightfully claim they're one of 72 brown chestnut Labubu. Society wins because there's less Labubu buyers walking around. And the most bloodthirsty Labubu fanatics rightfully get their toys. And of course, our Dark Lord Labubu claims the souls of the fallen Kabens. That's just my proposal though. I'm Mark and I approve this message. But yeah, there's really a whole economy around these Labubus now. Like on AliExpress, you can buy full outfits for your Labubu, just Prada them out. It's bagception. The Labubu on my bag also has its own bag now. There's also creators whose entire thing is being an expert on Labubu, teaching people how they can get one. Like this guy, Kevy, who has a self-proclaimed PhD in Labubunomics, who makes videos about the latest restocks, tips on how to get one, etc.
I wrote down my tips, my tricks, my techniques, and some observations as well. And also all the frequently asked questions that I got during my lives. I wrote them down here so I could share with you so that together we can beat the bots.
And look, good for him, he seems like a good guy. But it's just a reminder of how crazy people are going for these things. Because Mans is uploading a 10-minute long Labubu tutorial and TikTokers are watching it. They're getting hundreds of thousands of views. Do you know how hard it is to get a TikToker to watch a 10-minute long video? These are people with the attention span of a squirrel suddenly locking in like prime LeBron because a plastic gremlin is on the line. And of course, there are Labubu competitors. As you all know, I am not like the other girls, and in a time past, the counter to a trend was to not participate in the trend. The counter to a trend now is to come up with a different trend.
I am a Labubu hater. I hate Labubus. I don't know if it's just me, but I find them so freaking ugly. But you know what I love? Nomies.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you somehow come up with another toy that is even more disturbing than a Labubu.
This is Juju. Look, she's such a cutie patootie, and look at her little ear.
Yeah, it's literally just a Labubu, except instead of being a creepy monster, it's a creepy baby.
I would like little piggies, like a little pig nose.
Oh yeah, no, I really love the way this cutie patootie's eyes roll into the back of its head. Does anybody else have an alternative they'd like to advertise?
I was on the PopMart website refreshing every few seconds on the day these launched. Y'all can have your Labubus. I'm a Skullpanda girl till the day I die. Is you can move their eyes too, so you can make them look straight ahead or like roll.
Skullpanda, okay, I mean they look exactly the same as the last one to me. Not gonna lie, but whatever works. All these figurines come from the same place, by the way. They all come from PopMart. So whatever your fix is, it's the same drug dealer. Anyway though, let's read the news. When Mr. Navarro Nabunko carries his Labubu around, he clips it to his belt loop, he has found that it often serves as a fun conversation starter with strangers. The association with the Labubus is only comfort, and it opens the door to a harmless, politics-free chat, he said. It's escapism. People are patiently waiting and are willing to pay 20-something bucks despite whatever is going on in the world right now, he said. That says something. Yeah, it says that most people like you are mindless consumers who would rather be sedated into an endless slumber of entertainment, escapism, and consumerism rather than be forced to contend with the horrors of the modern world. I mean, just like imagine saying this proudly, like, oh yeah, I mean, it really says something about the world that people are willing to go out and spend money on stupid shit. Even in these tough times, as if people spending money on stupid shit hasn't been like the driving force of society for decades now. What else? How about a dispatch from the front lines? I expected there to be a line, but I didn't think it was gonna be that serious, she said, adding that it was literally the Hunger Games. Called it. There was long lines at other PopMart locations as well. At one point, the crowd in Los Angeles was growing restless, Miss Reese said, with people pushing one another to reach the front. Amid the chaos, a woman in front of her fell to the floor. In the end, Miss Reese left empty-handed. It didn't matter, she already had 6 dolls at home. I mean, I don't have anything to add there, it's just poetry. I had to fight other human beings in a toy store, and I didn't even get the toy, but it doesn't matter because I've already got 6. It's so insane looking, it literally looks like a gremlin on LSD. I think it's so playful in a time that feels so serious. Either you get it or you don't. That's your elevator pitch for why you're a 32-year-old camping outside of a toy store at 2 a.m. It's a gremlin that looks like it's on LSD. I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah, I don't get it. James Welsh from Hampshire, who's also a YouTuber on here, sees his Labubu collectible as an investment, which he tells the BBC could probably earn a fair bit of money 2 or 3 years down the line. He has just shy of 30 Labubus, which retail at around £25 for an individual toy, or £153 for a box of 6. He says he has spent hundreds and hundreds, but not quite thousands on the dolls. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, these are an investment piece. Yes, of course, every well-diversified 401k retirement account includes at least 20 LSD gremlins. I think James should switch his niche from skincare to financial advice because he's wasting his talent. And listen, just because now we're getting to people can ruin themselves, this is not an investment. If you want a Labubu, have fun. But just know in 6 months, it's going in a landfill, not the Louvre. Unless these things can do my taxes, it's not making me money. On all these articles and TikToks too, the constant running theme is like, oh, I'm getting back in touch with my inner child. Like, that's what this is all about, going back to my youth. And I just find something so disturbing about that. Like, genuinely, there's an essay to be had about people who can't afford kids or marriage or whatever else, or just lacking genuine human connection, and coping with that with brain-dead material pursuits. The constant self-infantilizing on social media, paired with this hyper-consumption mindset, just filling your home with plastic bullshit and the hope that it makes you feel something. The irony of expressing your individuality through a mass market trend, just apparently lost on everyone involved. I'm showing off who I am, says the guy, doing the same trend as a million other people. And this trend's gonna be over in 6 months tops, let's be honest here. When you're having a rough time, especially for me personally, it's a big serotonin boost to not only buy a collectible and keep it, but share the experience with other people as well, she adds. Yeah, you're not sharing anything. You're still completely alone in your dimly lit apartment, except now you're surrounded by eldritch gremlins who want to kill you. But I digress. With the tariffs hitting, I'm pretty sure Americans are about to be priced out of this thing anyway. And let me say, I don't agree with across-the-board tariffs, but on these things specifically, 5,000% minimum. And as for the Labubus who are already in this country, there's only one rational thing we can do.